Hey, how's it going guys? Phil here, and if you have a Kenmore washer that's not spinning during the spin cycle, you may need to replace the clutch liner, and I'm going to show you just how to do that. The replacement part number is 285790. The problem I'm having with my washer is that it drains but doesn't spin, so while the machine sounds like it's spinning, if we take a look inside we can see that it isn't. And the clothes inside are soaking wet after the cycle ends. To determine if the problem is your clutch liner, we'll have to partially disassemble the washer. After disconnecting the water lines, power, and drain hose, remove the fabric softener dispenser on top of the agitator, then take off the cap underneath. Next, unscrew the cam inside and remove it. There are two pieces to this. Now, lift off the upper portion of the agitator. Underneath is a 9/16 inch bolt with a rubber washer that you can remove with a socket wrench. Then the bottom of the agitator can be lifted out. On top of the shaft here is a retaining clip and plastic base that you should also remove. Now we can go ahead and tip the washer backward so we can work on the drive components from the bottom. Here's the view from underneath. This is the drain pump, which is held in by two spring clips. Then this is the motor, also held in by spring clips, and a 1/4 inch hex head screw on either side. Lastly, this is the transmission. First we'll have to remove the pump by unlatching the two spring clips. If you can't remove it by hand, use a flathead screwdriver to help you pry it off. Then pull up on the pump to remove it from the motor shaft. Disconnect the two wire harnesses from the motor. Then remove the wire clip from the transmission by gently squeezing the back of the clip. There are 3 1/2-inch bolts holding the transmission to the tub. After removing all 3, you can pull the transmission and motor straight out of the tub. This is the clutch assembly, and you can tell the liner is worn out because if I hold the clutch, I can freely spin the inner lining with my fingers. We're going to take my channel locks here and squeeze the spring and lift the liner out. You should also check to see if the brake cam or coupler between the motor and transmission are broken or damaged. If so, you'll need to replace those as well. A replacement clutch liner kit typically includes a brake cam driver, tension springs, clutch band and lining, 2 clutch spring caps, and rubber inserts. To assemble it, first install the spring caps on the ends of the clutch liner. Next, insert the appropriate sized length of rubber into the center of the spring coil you will be using, the longer piece for the blue coil and the shorter piece for the green. Then place the spring between the caps. Now we can put the new clutch liner in place in your washer's clutch assembly on the motor. Just squeeze the spring together with your channel locks and slide the liner inside the clutch. Make sure the smooth sides of the pads are facing up. When you let go, the liner will expand for a tight fit. To test the tension, try spinning the liner around with your fingers. It should be a lot more difficult now. And that's it. Now we can reassemble the washer by reversing all the steps. Insert the shaft back into the basket, reinstall the bolts on the transmission, reattach the wire clip and wire harnesses, reseat the pump on top, and clamp the spring clips down. Now we'll reassemble the agitator. Don't forget to replace the plastic base and clip inside. And for a final test, we'll run the spin cycle on the washer. And we can see that it drains and spins again normally. All in all, this is a pretty straightforward repair that takes about 30 to 40 minutes from start to finish. I hope you enjoyed this repair video. You can ask me any questions in the comments. I'll put a link to the replacement part in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and join me next time.